No, I'm good with. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to. I think we should move on to the coaching stuff because I just read this ESPN update on a new hire in the NFL.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Don't tell me. I will
Did
find.
you see it?
Wow. I like that.
You
That,
saw it.
yeah, that is awesome. I'm a big fan of that.
Yep. So for those who are just curious what the heck we're both looking at, the Jets have hired former 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh. I believe that's how you say his name, right? Saleh.
Robert Saleh, I think, is how you say it.
Saleh. Okay. An agreement on a 5-year deal to make him their new head coach. So for the next 5 years, the Jets now have the former defensive coordinator of the 49ers as their head coach. I definitely like the hire. Ryan, what do you think?
I I'm a big fan of Robert Saleh and the defense that he ran for the 49ers, running a 4-3 scheme. I think that oh my god, dude, this light. It's happening again. It's going to be in
Your
every
place is haunted.
it's going to be in every episode thing until I figure out my lighting situation. It's going to happen every episode, but
Your
let's talk
home's
okay.
haunted, man.
Yeah. Robert Saleh, I like the scheme that he runs personally. So obviously that's a plus. Um but just going to the kind of person that he is and the culture that he brings. He is a great coach, in my opinion. I I don't think there's enough good things that you could say about him. He seems like a guy you'd want to play for there or win again. And honestly, I'm just gonna shut the light off and no more distractions.
There
Okay,
we go.
yeah. Seems like a guy that you'd want to play for. He's wild. He's wound up on the sidelines. He's definitely coaching his ass off every single Sunday. He's always clapping and he's always getting into it. I love the hire. And I think that's the kind of culture guy that you need if you're the New York Jets. Obviously, I don't know if this means anything. You do anything different as far as the draft is concerned or how you're going to build your team. You have a few interesting pieces on the defensive side of the ball. You have Quentin Williams, former first round defensive tackle, who I think could really, really shine with a coach like him. So I'm just excited for the Jets organization overall. And I love the hire. I think it's 10 out of 10, would recommend it. What about you?
No, I really like the hire. I really like that the Jets got a defensive minded coach at the head coaching position because in my opinion, I feel like it's a little bit easier to find a good offensive coordinator than it is to find a good offensive minded head coach because often we see offensive minded head coaches get so distracted to the offense that if they don't have a good enough defensive coordinator, that defense totally slacks off. And I think we're kind of seeing that with the Cowboys, um, maybe a little bit with Cincinnati. I'm not really sure, but I like defensive minded coaches. We're seeing how even though the Giants didn't have really the best record because they have Joe Judge at head coach, it's really working out over there in New York, and you can tell that's a team that's going to grow. But with the Jets, I think this is just the beginning of a new era for the New York Jets. I think they should be really excited, especially with again some of the young talent that the Jets already have, as well as some of the picks that the New York Jets are going to have these next 2, 3 NFL drafts. So I think this is not only a change in the schemes of the offense and defensive side of the ball for the New York Jets, but also that just a new culture in general. They're going to finally try to win.
Yeah, Sala was actually a guy that I thought would have fit with the LA Chargers very well. A guy that's going to come in, bring a great culture, but now he's with the Jets. I think the Jets should and will end up getting a new quarterback, so you can kind of usher in a new era with Sala and whoever they pick, Fields or Zach Wilson with a number two overall pick.